The 104th PGA Championship was right there for the 25-year-old Westchester native to grab as late afternoon fell over northeastern Oklahoma. Young had one hand on the Wanamaker Trophy. He would return that big, shiny chalice to Sleepy Hollow Country Club for everyone to touch and pose for photos around it in thanks for all the club has done to advance his golf career since he was a kid with sawn-out sticks. Young, who was only playing in his second major championship, was on the 14th tee with a 54-hole tie against Mito Pereira at 6 under par. The dream came so close that he could almost touch and taste it. Young's father, David, Sleepy Hollow's golf director for the past 2 decades, and mother, Barbara, once an accomplished competitive golfer herself, walked every hole and watched every shot. On Saturday night after Cam's third round, leaning against a wall near the Southern Hills clubhouse, David Young talked about his son's 3 second-place finishes on the PGA Tour this season, and said she was just on that weighted special Sunday round to put him over the top. But Young couldn't summon what he needed on those last 5 holes, the most important 5 holes of his life to date. Young bogeyed on the 14th, a par 3 from 224 yards, when he hit his tee shot into the right bunker, splashed out to 12 feet and failed to make the par save putt. That brought him to 5 under, 1 shot back. Then came the killer, a double bogey on the 524-yard par 4 16th hole. There he dropped his approach shot into the right bunker and 3-putted to tumble to 3 under par, 3 shots behind Pereira's lead. Young bounced back with a birdie on the 17th hole to come back to 4 under, 2 shots from the lead, but it was too late. He would eventually land a tempting shot for a playoff between Will Zalatoris and eventual winner Justin Thomas. Zalatoris and Young were teammates and roommates at Wake Forest, and they were paired together in Sunday's penultimate group. As much as Young would argue for Zalatoris, it had to hurt just that little bit more that it was his teammate in that playoff and not himself. About 20 months ago, Young was ranked 2066th in the world and had no playing status on a tour. Now he has his PGA Tour card, is going to majors and may become the clubhouse leader as the PGA Tour's Rookie of the Year. He Wanamaker on Sunday, but he is an advancing player, a player on the cusp of winning for the first time on the PGA Tour and a player who knows he can win a major championship. He is going to be furious for a while, David Young said afterwards. He played really well and missed some putts on the first 7 holes that were quite doable. Nothing fell. But to compete in a major, you have a lot of positives. Points to take, and he'll be mad for a few hours after he's done. He'll walk away knowing he can win one of these. He knows he can. He was exactly on the hunt for 70 holes. From common sense I think he will calm down in a few hours and realize that this is one step closer to where he wants to be. Cameron Young described the end result of the day as quite disappointing, adding, "I've been close a few times and I've had some bad Sundays. This was just another. It was clearly a rough day. It is championship golf. I made so many mistakes, even in tournaments I almost won. I think it proves to me that not only can I win, but I can win a lot. I just have to wait for that to come together. If I keep myself level for the lead or play a 9-hole back, I'll shoot 5 under on the back one of those times, and that'll be good enough. It wasn't today. There's one more to come." Barbara Young, standing on the first tee and watching the chaos that ensued around her as Thomas and Zalatoris passed them on their way to the playoff, said of her son, "He's not afraid to win. He is not afraid.